Today I'm actually out in Roseville on a little boring flat paved trail called Miner's Ravine. It's really actually a long trail. It's 13 something miles from one end to the other. I've done it on a bike, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to walk the whole thing. If you go underneath, well, I can't show you the whole thing, but I did something to my back. I tweaked my back and it's really not happy today. So I thought, well, I'll go someplace boring and flat and paved. This trail, as speaking of boring flat paved trails for wheelchairs and scooters and things, you could do this one. It's not too bad. I've done it before. At the other end, at the east end of this trail, is really steep when you first enter it. It has some steep corkscrew switchback things to get to the top. But here, let me show you what it looks like. I mean, you can kind of see behind me a little bit, but here, let me turn this around. Hold on. Well, this is Miner's Ravine. Look at the size of this stump, this tree stump. This giant, old, unknown what kind of tree. And somebody's sleeping bag. If my back was up to it, I might skitter down there. I think there's another place up here where you can actually get closer to it. This is a long trail. There are a few places where there's benches, but zero, count them, zero bathrooms of any kind. No porta potties, no nothing, just boring flat paved trail. There's a lot of entrances from neighborhoods and things that you can get onto this trail. So if you're in Old Town Roseville along like Vernon Street and things, you can get to the creek. It's not the canyon, but it's pretty. This actually has a lot of, farther up the trail, there's some places where you can actually run into, what are those called? Grinding rocks, Indian grinding rocks. Not where you grind Indians, but where the Indians used to grind the acorns and things like that. If you keep taking this trail, you eventually you come to that, that big red thing that we did a video on a while back. It was sometime last year. We did a forgiveness video and at the foot of that giant red thing. That giant red thing is actually called the Rose. There's a lot of names for it, but one of them is the Rose of Roseville. Call it what you want. But this trail actually goes up that way. Geez. A big old tree came down. I don't know how long I'll last today because my back is kind of sore still. But it's hot. It's also hot. It's like it's close to 90 again. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm not going to get too far down here because I just have my weenie tennis shoes on and the sole is coming off. But can you see that palm tree right there in the middle? It's just all kind of stuck in the middle of all the other trees over there. I know how volunteering they are. They pop up everywhere, but it's interesting. I never noticed that one before. Now, speaking of my shoe flappy thing I've got a rock in there. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm not going down there. For one thing, it doesn't smell good. So it makes me think somebody's living down there. So we're going to go over here. They must be doing some kind of construction or something along in here, like putting pipes or something in, because there's, you want to go to the bar, there you go, it's giving you directions to the bar. And there's one right there too. They must be doing something along here. Well, we made it down to the creek, sort of. I mean, I'm just passing by, I'm not going down there just yet, but I was looking at all this sand right here and all this debris and stuff. I mean, that's when we were having all that rain in the first part of the year. This is all from that, because there's a lot of undercut stuff right in here, and this debris has been washed there and deposited. So the creek was clear up here. So that's That's a lot. Sounds pretty though. Not quite the river, but still sounds pretty. So you remember when we went to that Hinkle Creek and I saw that oak gall on the ground? That's what they look like when they're on the tree. See those? They look like some weird dried up fruit, but that's the oak galls. There's a lot of them on this tree, which isn't necessarily a good thing. That's usually can be caused by a fungus or a bug. There's other reasons, but I think usually it's not a good sign. So there's the boring flat paved trail. I thought I'd see what was over here a little bit in this off the boring flat paved trail section for a little bit, see how it goes. I'm sure there's probably stuff back here I don't want to see, but we'll go see. How close down does it get to the river? Not the river, the creek. Hello, little snakies. Stay there. I don't hear you, so, oh, yeah. I don't feel like doing that. And there's a tent. So, see what I mean? There's all kinds of always somebody in the way to make it so you don't feel comfortable going down there. Because of the tent down there, parked right there on the edge of the trail, I'm moving on. I don't want to go down there and pass the tent. Yes, I work in mental health, but it's my day off, and I'm not going to risk it. Well, we were just down there around the corner, and I had kind of taken that little off the beaten path until I found the guy in his tent, so I turned around and came back. But there's a lot of places you can go off on these trails, on this trail, that aren't legitimate entrances to the trail, because all the legitimate ones are paved. But I can bet you money that there's more homeless tents down there and over there. So it's better just to stay on the trail. Look at the size of that trunk on that tree, though. That's pretty cool. I don't understand why they put benches where they put them, but yes, honey, come over here and sit on this lava hot bench and rest for a minute in the 90-degree heat in the sun. Sign me up. That's funny. Somebody's over there. I don't know if it's a person or a turkey, which are so close to the same thing sometimes. Or if it's a squirrely. Oh, it's a squirrely. Oh, it's a, no, it's a turkeys. Oh, there are turkeys over there. Can you see the turkeys? Maybe? Let's go over here for a second. They're over there scratching around in the dirt, looking for food. Probably can't see them very well. But, yeah. Oh, that's a nice relaxing noise, the construction zone. They're doing something up there. Don't know what. It's kind of disappointing. Oh, there's another turkey. Oh, there's a couple more. Oh, hi guys. Girls. It's that time of year, huh? Another month or so and the toms will be out showing off. Hey girls. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. I see you, all of you guys over there, huh? Oh, there's the tom. Hi girls. What you doing? There's another legitimate entrance to, and another chalk line for the bar, and another bicycle that just went flying by. Not that I have anything against bikes. I'm gonna go down here for a second because there's a nice little turkey feather. Can you see the turkey feather? We just passed the guys with their construction thing. I think they're building a house or something out there because there's a lot of utility lines poking up out of the ground, and they're putting up a fence. Any square inch that they can cram a house, they will. And good heavens, it does not smell good down there at all. I walked a little bit off the edge of the road up there a bit, and whew, not a good smell. Not a good smell. So yeah, this is how this trail goes. There is a lot of entrances and exits and on-ramps and off-ramps and things for this particular trail, and it goes, like I said, 13.5 miles or something east. Something's right there. It's probably somebody's tent. They're out for the day at work. Yeah, that's what they're doing, is they're building more houses up there. Dang, man. You can't have any free space anymore. It's all go right up to the edge of everything. Well, let's go back and see if we see anything different on this side. I was walking along, and I was this recently paved, boring flat paved trail. Somebody's footprints are in this boring flat paved trail when it was still wet. But the scary part is up here, that look, oh, maybe not. I thought that was a dog paw print, but it looks like there might be the rest of the foot right there. It's like, oops, didn't know that was wet, sorry. And bicycle tracks. That one's really pronounced. Oops. There's a nice big redwood, or actually, is that one or two? I think there's one. There's a couple of them around here, but that one is just so big. There's somebody doing a photo shoot behind me. I think it's probably for high school or something. This is under the road we just came on. Oh, that's good. Sorry, you're not supposed to have motorized vehicles on the trail. Folsom Road South, Harding Boulevard, Royer Park. See, there's the road. It's like I crossed the road to begin with, but didn't need to do that. Kind of gone under it. Hi. You're not supposed to do that, man. So we made it back to the car. Thanks for joining me on that thrilling adventure on the boring flat paved trail of Miners Ravine. Like I said, it's a long trail. It's actually like 13-something miles from one end to the other, and there's lots and lots of entrances in all the different neighborhoods. And I did it once on a bicycle. Darn near killed my. It killed my butt. I'm not. I used to do a lot more biking, but I'm not what you call a biker. There was some guy on a dirt bike, which you're not supposed to have on this trail. No motorized vehicles, but he didn't care. He was motorizing his vehicle right on by. He almost took me out. He saw me standing there, and he just kept coming straight at me. Really, dude? So, it wasn't the best adventure. It was kind of boring, in fact, and it didn't smell so hot. Somewhere between sewage and something dead. A lot of the different places. Like I said, there's a high population of homeless people in the area, and they use that as, well, we won't go there. There's no bathrooms, by the way. I think I mentioned that in the very beginning, which adds to the problem. So anyway, but downtown Roseville is behind me. It's a tiny little, it used to be a tiny little town, but it's giant now. But the downtown, old town Roseville is still tiny and cute. I might take you there, I might not. Might be for later. So we'll see. So anyway, that's about it for now. So thanks for joining me on this thrilling adventure down Miners Ravine Trail in Roseville. I will talk to you later.